Hello, welcome back to Chris's Beer Reviews. How are you? Hope you're doing it really well. It's time for a beer review and we're off to a brewery that I've certainly knocked over the last sort of year or so, and it is Northern Monk. But this is a collab. It is a collab with Floc. Now Floc makes some good beers, but as we know, Northern Monk have been on a bit of a steady decline in terms of quality of their beers. Just some of the beers they've brought out, some of the names of them and the way they look were all a little bit Tiny Rebel-esque, weren't they? So they were kind of following in the paths of Tiny Rebel, really, and even Brewdog as well. However, I had to pick this one up because it is brewed with Floc. It is 7% as well, which is a good ABV. It's a hazy IPA called Cosmic Fog. Cosmic Fog, there it is. It says, step into the fog for a super hazy, super juicy IPA, craft brewed with northern pride and shrouded with juicy, hoppy flavours, fresh from the north, best served as cold as the north, and brewed with Floc as well, which is good news. So, can Northern Monk get back to brewing a good beer? They're certainly capable of it, but we've said that for years, for the last couple of years in relation to Brewdog. We know they can brew good beer, but they don't. So let's have a look. And yeah, I'm first to admit I've certainly bashed Northern Monk a little bit recently with some of their beers, but some of it was justified. Their beers were just pretty woeful. But this, who knows? Good surprise. I picked this up today. Where did I pick this up? Was it Tesco's? I think it was Tesco's. I popped into Tesco's and Asda today and picked up a few beers. Some of the new ones that are out in Tesco's. I've picked up a couple of them, not all of them, but a couple. But I had to pick this one up because I am still, if you like, a bit of a fan of Northern Monk. You know, they were great. So you can't take that away from them. They were great. And I just want them to be great again. But there you go. Anyway. Look at that. That looks lovely, doesn't it? Nice big head. Nice custardy look to it. Super, super hazy as we'd expect. Let's have a little sniffski. And certainly reminiscent of a few years ago of Northern Monk's hazy IPAs. Big and juicy. Big and citrusy. Big and tropical. Mostly citrus on this, big sweet citrus hit on the nostrils. Smells very nice. Let's get tasting it. Cheers. There we go. Oh, that's refreshing. And I mean refreshing, and then Northern Monk have actually brewed a decent beer again. That is very good. That's good. That's nice. There's that word, nice. Rubbish word. That's very good. That is very good. For 7%, you've got no real idea that that is a 7% beer. Actually, is not as full-bodied as I was expecting for 7%. I was expecting it to be the top end of a medium body, and it isn't. It's kind of like the lower end of a medium body, but it's certainly not thin. It's got good carbonation, which really helps that mouthfeel. It's got good flavours. The flavours are dying off pretty quick, which is a shame, but they are all there, and it just feels a little bit more quality than what they've put out recently. It's definitely got a quality feel to it. I really like the artwork. I think the artwork's fantastic, and they've brewed it in collaboration with Floc, who make good beer. So I really don't think Floc would really want their name put on a beer that was substandard, and then to put it in a supermarket, it's got to be right, isn't it? It's juicy. Starts off juicy and sweet. Nice flavours. Then you get a nice citrus hit as well. You get delicate kind of stony fruit flavours at the beginning with a bit of sweetness. Then it rolls into a bit of a citrus vibe. Certainly lemon and grapefruit citrus vibe. And it's got a nice floral hoppiness on the back end that then just tails off into a nice bitterness. All round, that is a good beer. I Can't remember how much it is. I'm guessing it was £3.50. I only bloody bought it today. £3.50, I'm guessing. That's decent. That is much, much better from Northern Monk. It's still not back to their best. Absolutely isn't back to their best. But I did pick up a couple of other Northern Monk beers. The one that's got millions on the front, the watermelon one, I didn't bother with that one. But I did pick up 2 others, I'm sure I did. One from Asda and another one from Tesco's, one of their stouts. But that is much better. That's a step back in the right direction by Northern Monk. That's enjoyable. I like it. I'd recommend it. Cosmic Fog from Northern Monk and Floc. Get out there and buy it. There you go. I'm done. Thank you very much for watching. Bye now.